Degens, Diamond Hands, and everybody in between. And welcome back to the Door Show! Presented to you by Diamond Hand Media Group and brought to you, as always, in partnership with the Respected Rhinos Club. Follow them at Respected Rhinos on Twitter. And if you ain't minting rhinos with only 17% left, what the fuck are you doing? My friends, I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton, Captain Colt Sroka. You see it down there. Give me a follow on Twitter and also follow the Diamond Hand Media Group at the DHM Group on Twitter. And I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with your boy. Today's special guest of the day, the mysterious Alphaminer, joining us in about 30 minutes from now and do our own research together. Now, my friends, before we can do any of that, a couple of things I need you to do for me. Item number one, please take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Door Show on. If you're watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell down there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. Or if you're watching on Twitter, make sure you hit that follow button, that notification bell there as well. And then slide on over to YouTube. I'll tell you why here in a minute, but make sure you do that over there on Twitter first so you never miss any of the DHM social media content. Or if you're listening to this podcast on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that follow button, that subscribe button, or that like button right here, right now, as the audio of every single live episode releases after it is complete. Next item up on deck. You can find it in your heart to do so while you are watching today's show, my friends. I mean, can't tell you what to do, but maybe also hit that other like button. Leave me a comment. Leave me a rating. Jump on over. No, I don't have the stutters. I'm being a funny ass. Jump on over yonder in the live chat on YouTube. Only on YouTube, not on Twitter. Only on YouTube. Why? Well, main reason, because Twitter comments do not transfer over to my system over here, but three key reasons. Number one is how I start every single show by saying GM, hey, hi, hello to all of the live chat over yonder, also known as the Diamond Hand fam. It is number two, how me and you stay in constant contact throughout the entire duration of every single show. And then number three, it is how you, the viewer, can enter into each and every day's Door Show giveaway, which today is two, courtesy of Alphaminer, one Oozoid, one Ether Brew, by simply commenting the secret phrase of the day in that YouTube live chat. And that secret phrase will be released momentarily. Last but certainly not least, please, if you could be so kind as well to hit that share button. Send this on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you were referred to as a good old-fashioned Diamond Hander, and somebody who could use a little bit of knowledge and insights about the Web3 and NFT space from time to time. Can't thank you enough when you do all those things. It only helps me make Diamond Hand Media and the Door Show bigger and better for each and every one of you. Woo! We back live in prime time, baby. You know the drill. It's the Door Show, presented to you by Diamond Hand Media Group, brought to you in partnership with the Respected Rhinos Club. I'm your boy, Captain Colt. Beautiful day here. September 22nd, 2022. If you have not checked your calendar yet, pardon me, excuse me for one moment. Sorry, had to took a big old hit right before the show of some vitamins. A big enjoyment of some vitamins. And I need to sip on. So as per usual, your boy's ready to rock and roll. I hope you guys are too. Let's see what the hell's going on over yonder. First one in the chat, seeming to become a staple as the first one in the chat. My man, Chris Ayumada. GM, baby, what's going on? Hey, I will have a great show. You're here, and I guarantee it's going to be a good show because you're here. It wouldn't be the Diamond Hand fam without you being a part of it. So shout out, Chris. Appreciate you being here. You the man. Voodoo, what's up, baby? GM. Appreciate you hanging out. We're glad you're here, my man. We appreciate you being here. That, again, I echo the same statement I just said. The Diamond Hand fam would not be the same without you, my man. So shout out to you. Thank you for being around. Speaking of wouldn't be the same, Tommy B, baby. Hey, you gotta to drop it in the chat. Feel free to shill it in the chat, Tommy B. What you got a space at 1 Eastern? No, right now it's 1 Eastern. 2 Eastern? Is that it? I don't know. Hey, to something like that. To noon o'clock specific. I think that's what it is. Hey, shout out Tommy B. Hashtag book mayo in the chat. Wha-bam! And please shill that space in the live chat over yonder, Tom. Great stuff you got going on over there at Supernova Tech. Would love other people for all the not just other people, the entire Diamond Hand fam to know about what you're doing over there, man. So please drop that in the live chat. Travis, Ferk, what's going on, buddy? GM, Dill Pickle Champ. What's up, man? How you doing? How you feeling? Jonathan Marconi, GM, brother. How you feeling? Oh, I plan on having a great show, my man. Hey, you guys hang around like you're all saying have a great show. Shit. You guys coming around allows me to have a great show. I mean, I would still sit here and do this shit because people may potentially tune in on the back end. But the more yins that tune in live, the wilder I get. The crazy stuff goes. Who the hell knows what might come? I'm telling you, it just more and more live viewers. Hey, this show just gets better and better and better. It ain't about me. It's all about you guys. I could just research this shit and just keep it to myself. You know, I research this shit and edutain so you guys can learn a little bit. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate the hell out of you. Let's oozing go, baby. Dr. J, what's going on, brother? I know you're probably coming out of your shorts right now with anticipation and seeing our boy Alphaminer live on the show. I can't wait. Shirty, what's up, brother? GM. Good to see you. Who else is pumping in here? Moose the Monk, what's going on? Mama Bear, back live in prime time after a few days away. Had some work, had some meetings she had to get done and accomplished. She's back. What's up, Mama Bear? Good to see you. OG Munch, GM, my man. Good to see you in here as always. We have spaces. A little follow-up for you guys. Supernova Tech spaces at 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So I just was not right with my math. That is 11 specific. So shout out Tommy B. That is today. Make sure you're there. Make sure you check it out. Shout out Tommy. We appreciate you, brother. Somebody's got some eyes on the prize. Oh, hey, who's this guy? Who's to say? Who's to know? We'll see him here very soon. Shout out Bizzle. Appreciate you stopping by on your day off. Shout out the missus. Hope you guys are hanging out. Don't be doing the dirty here live on the show. Saitama, what's up, baby? GM. Saita Vegas, what's poppin'? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bizzle has a space tonight, too. I just didn't see you in the chat yet, you freaking goober. The dinner table. Also, a show that is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, brought to you at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also known as 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know how to do the math now. Totally forgot. Love you too, Tommy B. But yeah, make sure you show up to the dinner table. Why am I blanking? Bizzle, help me out with the wonderful young lady who is a musician who's going to be there tonight in the live chat. There's always great conversations. Nice, easy wrap up to your day. It's like sitting around the dinner table. You got your old drunk Uncle Bizzle. You got your, walking the line, but also dropping dimes. Your Uncle Jeff Matthews. And then who else you got? Sometimes the old ghost of Sushi Mom pops around there. You never know what's going to come out of that guy's face, especially once he starts getting into the Weller's 12. Then Brittany slides in and kind of gets him back in order. Shout out Bro Buffett. He'll be around there. Grandolph and Ferk, they like to make an appearance from time to time. There's a lot of great human beings that show up to the show, needless to say, much like this chat over here, over yonder. But what I will tell you guys is that it is a hell of a program, and you should slide on over there and check it out tonight. Again, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Everybody thinks that fuck mayo is the secret phrase of the day, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely fucking love it. Everybody thinks fuck mayo is the secret phrase of the day. Oh, Felice Laze. I want to have her on the show. Maybe I'll selfishly just a quick little, hey, Felice, I shot you a DM. I'm also a fucking member of this fucking show. Check me out. And then we'll do that. But you can have the honors. You can have the honors. Maybe I won't even have her on for a month, so people can forget we even had her on your show, and then bang, we just remind everybody out of nowhere. Who's to say? Who's to know? But what I do know is I got my own show to run right now. Mis compadres. Before we get into the First segment of the day, as always, word on the chain. We release the secret phrase of the day, which, to much of your surprises, is not fuck mayo. What do you know about that? It is actually hashtag let's get bruisey. Let's get bruisey, ladies and gentlemen. You see, I got the brew crew rocking today. Brew crew! The Ether Brews. Oh, gee, I was in a Discord this morning. Somebody was like, oh, shit, Ether Brews. I ain't seen y'all in a while. How you doing? Motherfucker, we here. We was here. We still here. We been here. And then we still going to be here. So, slide on over, man. And hey, if you ain't got a six-pack of Ether Brews yet, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? That's all I got to ask you. That's all I got to ask you. But, my friends, I got to hit the button. Okay, let's get bruisey. Is your secret phrase of the day, September 22nd, 2022. In case you haven't checked your calendar yet. But, my friends, we get and keep. There's your new word. Get and keep today. Geet. We geet this show steaming on down the tracks. The proverbial podcast train, if you will. Just chugga, 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 choo, choo, down the old tracks with the first segment of the day, my friends. Word on the chain. Cheers to all you beautiful people sipping on the black elixir of the gods, the dark bean water, or whatever you refer to it as. Take your sip. I'm doing mine. Be right back. Whew, man, it's never a bad sip. You expect sometimes with a cup of coffee, it's not going to be a good sip. Never a bad sip with Coffee Labs Roasters. I mean, you can challenge me on that. Yeah, shit. Buy yourself 10 bags for all I care. Go to coffeelabs.com in this episode's description. Buy yourself 10 bags and try and fucking debate me on it. I bet you won't. And if you're like, well, Cap, I don't want to spend all that money. Fuck it. I got a 10% discount for you. Slide on over. You go over to the coupon box. Once you get on in to check out and you pick out everything you want. Nothing off limits. BT dubs. That's, by the way, for our boomer viewers out there. Shout out the boomers. You know I'll never forget about you guys. You enter in code DMND Hand Radio. That is short for Diamond. DMND Hand Radio, also in this episode's description down there. You enter that in the coupon box. You get 10% off all of your orders. Coffeelabs.com, as well as free shipping on orders of $50 plus. So make sure you're checking out coffeelabs.com again in this episode's description, right about that direction, somewhere about right there. And then shout out to Naked Z and the entire Coffee Labs family. Thank you for keeping this guy heavily caffeinated and all the other members of the Diamond Ham fam. Okay, my friends, you've had enough time. Hashtag let's get bruisey is your secret phrase of the day. We move in to word on the chain. Welcome into Word on the Chain. We kick things off. We kick things off with your official Ethereum and Bitcoin prices brought to you by CryptoBubbles.com. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a gander in the one spot. Ooh, hello. In the one spot, we're diving. Everybody say, oh, no, we're going to go back up. We're diving. I'm running for the hills. In the one spot, Bitcoin BTC, 18,993 on a current price per market cap of 364 billion, 24-hour volume of 54 billion, up 0.4% on the hour, down 2.6% on the day, and down 4.3% on the week. In the two slot, Ethereum ETH current price per of $1,276 US, market cap of 156 billion USD, 24-hour volume of 25 billion, up 0.7% on the hour, down 7.1% on the day, and down 15.1% on the week. So still well into the double digits down on the weekly momentum. Bitcoin has come it down to at least the single digits on their negative weekly momentum, but still not spectacular. Obviously, Bitcoin dropping down there below 19K. Jeez. and Ethereum dropping below 13. I told you still brace for 11. Some people, 11, maybe even a thou wow. Even a thou wow. I don't know. Somebody was being a funny ass yesterday, but I don't think it was. I mean, it was funny, but I believe it. Like, damn, if you liked ETH at $9.99 the first time, you're sure gonna like it the second time. So again, you're the only one that can make this happen. But you're also the only one that can fuck this up. So if it does continue to drop, if you haven't averaged in properly, if you haven't taken advantage of the last few dips, here you go, my friends. And also still anticipate a little bit of a sweat and a little bit of total absolute nonsense garbage and well, ooh, sorry, a little constipated guy. Total shit. It's gonna be total shit. But hey, just strap in for it. At least I'm telling you now. At least I'm not trying to bring you roses and say everything's all good. Because it's not. It's not great. But we're gonna keep building. We're gonna keep spreading the right message. Peace, love, and positivity. We're gonna keep being motivational, inspirational, and we're gonna keep our heads out of bullshit. And we're gonna keep our heads above the water, not underneath the water. Because guess what? Ships sink from the water that gets on the inside of them, not the stuff that's on the outside of them. So don't let that water on the inside of you, kids. That's what I'm trying to tell you here today with your current ETH and Bitcoin prices. Brought to you by CryptoBubbles.com. Word on the chain has it. Item number 2. OpenSea has officially launched the Open Rarity Protocol. You say, Captain Colt, what does that mean? Well, my friends, it means that now, in a collaborative effort with Curio, Icy Tools, OpenSea, and the Proof Collective, officially, OpenSea now has their own rarity tool. Oh my gosh, and it's incorporated right into the floor. This is obviously a little bit above the floor of the Ether brews, sitting just above 0.03 right now, but I just wanted to show off some badass brews and show you some of the fucking rarity that's out there right now. But for very fucking cheap, for crying out loud, open your ojos, por favor. Open tus ojos, por favor. But what's pretty damn cool about this is that you don't have to really go anywhere else anymore but the old OpenSea. I literally sat here and said, oh, everybody wants to bitch, moan, and complain, and oh, broken sea this, broken sea that. Motherfucker, do you think eBay was like the best thing on the planet when it first came out? No, it wasn't. It was dog shit. So, like, can we just let them improve and realize that we're like the pilot program and they hear us and they know, and like people fucking make mistakes, and like when you're building something brand new, like you're probably going to make a bunch of mistakes, you know? And I happen to think this is pretty doggone cool if I do say so myself. So, hey, let me be the one to give a nice ovation there to OpenSea. They did put out a quote. Well, not really. I mean, kind of a quote. This is kind of a paraphrase. Our goal is a standardized rarity methodology and to provide consistent rarity rankings across all NFT platforms. So if you guys know that, like, rarity tools, what the fuck am I thinking? Gem.xyz, Trait Sniper, all them shits, they're all different, right? Like you tend to find different rankings on every one of them. So with OpenSea being the biggest, having the most volume, I do think that they can, I don't want to say all the way hang their hat quite yet, but I definitely think they have a little bit of a leg to stand on when it does come to also football helmet holders. Holy shit, 0.05, that's bananas right now. If you don't get down with the football helmet holders, use a sleep. But, or the Pirate Gang? Dang, bro, there's fire on the floor. Hold on, wait a minute. You got the Pirate Gang, you got the THC, the Top Hat crew, and the Gold Crown. And a gold jetpack on the Gold Crown. Yo, y'all are sleeping. And a floating drone with the arrows. Woo! Y'all asleep. That all being said, pretty damn cool what they got going over there with the Open Rarity Protocol. Just continue to look for more and more protocols to come out. More and more improvements, updates, advancements. We have to start somewhere, my friends. Period. We have to start somewhere. And I promise you that eventually, it will get to a working platform where we have no bitches or moans or complaints, and it's something that we all love and operate on a day-to-day basis. So there you go. There's my thoughts on that. Word on the chain has it. Item number 3. Liverpool and So Rare have officially entered into a partnership. That's right, Liverpool FC. If I'm not mistaken, our man Munch is a huge, massive, mega fan of Liverpool. And also, maybe I'm totally wrong, and he's going to say, "Oh, yo, silly bastard, you! I don't fucking like that bullshit team." And then maybe he does. Who's to say? Who's to know? But I'm looking real forward to seeing that comment slide through on my monitor over here is what I will tell you. But back to Liverpool FC. This partnership with Sower, actually, this is back to the fantasy NFT, the fantasy sports, the daily fantasy kind of feel with the NFTs. This is so rare. This partnership actually started back in 2021. But they're just improving it. They're building, they're growing, and they announced it. Right. So now this new and improved partnership that they signed for the next 5 years, I do believe it is going to offer some massive utility. Not only are you going to win potential crypto and potential NFTs for playing the fantasy game, now if you play with any Liverpool players or anything Liverpool related, you're going to get potential stadium visits, match day experiences, exclusive merchandise, and video content as prizes for all the online winners. So if you have anything to do with Liverpool on the SoRare platform, sounds like you're going to get some pretty sick utility and payouts. Apparently, OG Munch is chasing the kids around today. But shout out Munch if you are. I'm pretty damn sure. I don't know too many other. Well, there is the Arsenal. Fuck. I don't know. I think it's Liverpool. I know there's this picture out there of him somewhere around. I think it's Liverpool. I hope it is. Either way, pretty doggone cool. Just another big sporting franchise. Everybody knows the name Liverpool, whether you like soccer or not. They're coming to the NFT space and further cementing their position. Word on the chain has it. Item number 4. Mobile streams and Atalante Football Club have officially entered into a partnership. Again, another football club. Atalante is based out of Mexico City, Mexico, not New Mexico, not anywhere else, but Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico Ciudad, if you want to be Ciudad de Mexico, if you want to be accurate. Ciudad de Mexico is officially, well, not them. Atalante Club de Fútbol. I think I'm broken as all shit on that. But mobile streams, that's what you want to know. They're a UK-based mobile media company. So they're basically helping Atalante with all of their NFT needs, launching additional partnerships, launching additional utilities, for lack of a better term. Very interested to see. But again, another major sporting. If anybody is in sports, LFC Heroes. Yeah, no shit, Munch. That's no shit. That thing was garbage. I think that's at 0.01, if not sub 0.01 at this point in time. I really do. That the last time I looked at that, it was bad. The floor was bad. But it's neither here nor there. We're not here to talk about that. Mention mobile streams and Atalante FC. Word on the chain has it. Item number 5. Events Frame has officially launched their NFT ticketing platform. That's right, my friends. The Web2 IRL powerhouse when it comes to events. Events Frame. If you haven't heard of them before, you should check them out. They partnered with the names of here we go, of TikTok, TEDx, and then just a random one thrown in, the United Nations. Don't know what for the United Nations, but hey, this article I was reading was, oh shit, so pretty damn cool. So obviously got a wide breadth of stuff that they do. They have launched an NFT ticketing platform that is going to be for tickets, collectibles, and digital gifts for events and other sporting entertainment. So this is massive. This is absolutely massive. This is a whole platform designed around it that is already checking boxes left, right, and center in Web 2 and IRL. They've already been doing the damn thing, and now they're moving into Web 3. What's the point? Come on, brain, work. The technology, that's the word I was looking for. The technology is coming. It's totally blanked out. But Events Frame did put out an official statement. This is just kind of a brief one out of their off of their direct website. We're looking to enhance the experience for the people who go to the events, but we're also looking at how you can monetize the improved experience. How you doing? Is what that says to me. I just think it's damn cool. I don't think it's really going to be competition. I think this is competition of Ticketmaster, so it's going to be really interesting. I don't know why I put that over there. I think it is going to be really interesting to see what this actually is. I think it's because I wanted a sip of agua. That's what it was. That's what it was. But Eventframe launching that NFT ticketing platform, and it's going to be much more than just tickets themselves. I also think there's like a whole design aspect in kind of like a launch pad that they're doing as well. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. That's obviously something I've kept my ears to the streets closely on, everything with NFT ticketing and everything in between. We move on. Word on the chain has it. Item number 6. Centra raises a $200 million seed round in order to power their new social NFT investment app. These funds are going to be going towards their social app and a new NFT marketplace. So very interesting. Centra trying to combine investing, marketplace, and social app, social whatever, social media, everything we know what these apps as are now, all into one. Say what you want about it. There's some big players who have already bought into it heavily. Oh, shit. Hey, our special guest of the day has officially joined us. A couple more items, and we're going to have some damn fun. All right. But big names already buying into this. FTX Ventures, Chorus One Ventures, CMCC Global, Big Brain Holdings, 28 VC, and an angel investing group of about 8 to 10 massive names. But just so you know, people are buying into this. So could potentially the Door Show be the first show in Web3 that broke you the Centra $2 million seed fund on September 22nd of 2022? And maybe potentially by this time next year, Centra is the app to be, the place to find out investment news, the place to go if you want to talk with the upper echelons of this space. Who's to say, who's to know? Or, like a lot of startups, it could fall flat on its face. Knock on wood for Centra. We'll see what happens. But shout out to Centra for jumping out on a limb and trying to do something new. A couple more items here. Word on the chain has it. Item number 7. Coincheck and Kenji Kohashi have officially entered into a partnership. Say, Cap, what is Coincheck? I've heard of Coinbase. What in the hell is this? Coincheck is a Japanese-based crypto exchange. They are going to be partnering, or they have contracted already, Kenji Kohashi, who is a director and actor, obviously a Japanese director and actor, but he is being contracted to do Coincheck's metaverse. Kenji has already directed and acted in Don't Stop, Azumi, and Godzilla, The Final Wars. So he's got a pretty big name over there in Japan, which is pretty damn cool. Shout out to Rez, our guy Rez. If you don't follow him, give him a follow on Twitter. Our guy over there, our standing Rhino Japan subordinate, always keeping us up to date and the latest and greatest over on the opposite side of the pond. But this metaverse is going to be called Oasis Tokyo. So very, very interesting. Obviously, Japan, when Japan moves in technological ways, you better take note. It's just point blank period. Point blank period. Japan makes move. They do shit. They do shit. I mean, that's just point blank period. But not to get down any rabbit holes I don't want to get down. We'll stay off of that. And I just thought it was pretty badass that Japan is building a whole doggone metaverse. And I'm very, very intrigued with the whole thought behind. I can't get it out of my mind since we talked to Kenna on Monday of the metaverse not being somewhere we go, rather being somewhere that enhances the world we already live in. And that classic Jack and Kyle walking down the sidewalk in the Ether Brews bar, if you're an Ether Brews holder, shows up on your glasses that were once this big bulky oculi, right? I just can't help but think that's what it's going to be. And the metaverse, obviously, as we know now, is so much more than just Decentraland or Sandbox or NFT worlds or whatever, right? I mean, speaking of NFT worlds, remember that when that was just the hottest word on the chain there could possibly be? Now, nobody really talks about it, right? I truly believe instead of somewhere that people are going to go. It is only going to be an enhancement. Oasis Tokyo. Think about the name of that. Additional benefits to what Tokyo already is. Who knows what that could be? But AR, VR, all that shit. I just think it is so crazy to go down that rabbit hole and really think about what the future is of the metaverse and Web3, because it's just the next iteration of the internet. Just the next iteration. And it's just so interesting for me to think about. But you didn't come to listen to me today, kids. You came to listen to the one, the only, who, of course, on the opposite side of this next upcoming transition, I will be bringing on in. But before we do that, my friends, real quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, sounds good, main man. Sounds good. I see you in there. Secret phrase of the day. We'll release it to you one more time. September 22nd, 2022. You look absolutely gorgeous down there, too, by the way. Might I add. I mean, you are just like a bushel of roses on that screen. Wait until these kids see you. September 22nd, 2022. Hashtag Let's Get Broozy. BROOZIE. You see it down there. Make sure you enter that into the YouTube live chat. Only the YouTube live chat, not on Twitter. Right over yonder. And you will be entered into the daily Door Show giveaway of the day that is entered, or that is drawn rather, at the end of every single show. Today, one Oozoid NFT and one Etherbrew NFT, both ridiculously rare and both ridiculously dope, courtesy of our man Alphaminer today. We'll talk to him all about that and all sorts of rabbit holes we will dive into on the opposite side of this transition. But once we get into that, or before we get into that rather, make sure, let's get broozy. Let's get broozy in the YouTube live chat, and we move on into the second official segment of the day, my friends. It's Doorkeepers. Okie dokie, artichokes. Once again, this is your first time. If this is your first time tuning in, or your most recent time tuning in, welcome back. This is The Door Show, presented to you by Diamond Hand Media Group and brought to you in partnership with the respected Rhinos. And I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Cap and Colt Soroka. My friends, you've had enough time. You've seen it a few times. If you've been in the live chat, you know people have been commenting the secret phrase of the day all episode long. So I'm taking it away. And I'm asking you to get on your feet and put your hands together for a man that I am beyond honored to call one of my dear friends in this space. We came into the old Boo Crew right across the chest, loud and proud, right around the same time, if I do say so myself. We had some conversations in the DM. I would see him sitting down in the audience, and the man would literally just be mine in alpha. I would hear myself say something, and then all of a sudden, within the next 5 minutes, that something would be checked off the list. It was like he had a spidey sense. Absolutely insane. So the man in his name precedes itself. He is a whale of Etherbrews. If you don't know, you won't know. But he also just went down a little bit of a crazy track. He said, hey, I want to go and put myself in an uncomfortable situation. I want to go and try and grow and learn and develop. You know what? It's getting a little boring around here. Let me toss myself in the fire, see what I can do. And he's now the owner of the Oozoids NFT Collection. He's also, if you didn't know, a Violetta Zeroni maxi. Absolute mega whale in her project as well. Shout out, V. We appreciate you too. My friends, the PLP pushing, the diamond handed, the one, the only. I can't believe this is real life. My man, Alphaminer.
Hey, Cap, how are you?
Let's go, baby!
Shit, huh?
Come on, Alpha. What's up, man?
Not much, Cap. Jeez, it's been a long time coming, huh? That's we've been talking about coming on the show for months.
Yes, it literally since I started, I think in like May, June, beginning of June, I was like, dude, whenever you're ready, I don't know what capacity I'm gonna get you on as. You weren't even with the Oozoids at that point in time, so I was like, hey, I don't know what I'm gonna get you on. And now we speak things into existence over here. So welcome to the door, the opposite side of the chat, baby. How you doing today?
Thank you, Cap. Pretty good, pretty good. A little rainy here where I'm at in Maryland, but it's day to be inside and get some house chores done.
Yeah, it's cooling off here. It's only 60 degrees. I'm looking down at my monitor right now. This morning it was like 52. Yesterday it was 88 degrees. So welcome to the Midwest. You don't like the weather, just wait a couple minutes and it'll be updated. No rain here today. I got sun. But hey, just means you got to make a little of your own sunshine.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Words have been hard for me here today, so hopefully I'll be able to correct that as we go on with the show. But let's get right into it, brother. I think I'm just too damn excited. I just can't even believe that this is happening right now. Like, this is so badass.
Right.
So let us know, man. Some of us have been on spaces with you and been lucky enough to hear some of your backstory, hear where you come from, who you know, where you've been, what you've been doing. But just start off as per usual. You're a fan of the show. You know how it goes. Just a little bit of your backstory. Who's the legend, Alphaminer?
For sure. Yeah. So back out of high school, man, I was a contractor. That's how I got my start in this world. I didn't have any other form of education. I graduated high school and just got to work. From there, I got into a reselling liquidated business by mistake, really. I was ready to head to Florida for a contracting job. And it just, it was my grandfather's house that I had gotten, and there was a lot of stuff for sale that I had to get rid of, put for sale to get rid of before I could ever move, So I took some of that money and just bought some stuff online, and I flipped it for double. And I'm like, this is crazy. Let's just do it again, And it was something simple as, cell phone cases. It was nothing, And I just started buying some bigger items and bigger products and just snowballed it. Eventually it paid for my groceries, it paid for my car, it paid for my house. And I'm like, well, this is taking over my contracting work. I can't do this anymore. I got to move on, So we decided to go full time into this and, not move. Let's stick it out, And from there we decided we were going to look for a house, a little bit warmer location from where we lived. We lived in the Poconos up in Pennsylvania. There next to Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Yankees. But that's where I grew up, and we decided we were going to find a little place close to home still, so that we could still visit family and whatnot, not too far. But like I said, we wanted to get a warmer location and be able to have a shop per se in my liquidating business in a more highly populated area, because where I lived, it was too rural, and you really couldn't get a shop with good foot traffic, So decided to get a little closer to more population. But that's that part of it. And when we got here and got settled in, I got into stocks and crypto. I started making some money, and I started investing in different places, and trying different things. Being an entrepreneur and self-employed, I don't really have a 401k. I don't have, somebody to fall back on insurance. I don't have all that other stuff that people look for in a job. I got to provide it for myself. I started looking at ways to invest. And I started getting into cryptos pretty heavy, because the stock market really didn't interest me a whole lot. It just didn't like the trading hours, even with extended hours. It just wasn't my hours. I was outside working, in my IRL shop, in my business. I couldn't really do this. Cryptos is what I could do in the afternoon, And I got into there playing shit coins, man. I loved it. It was fun, but it got boring real quick, And then that's when I found NFTs and got into the NFT space here a little over a year ago now. And I just kind of sat back, relaxed. I didn't really have anybody to teach me the ways. I kind of already was, involved with some other people playing shitcoins and stuff. But other than that, I didn't have, somebody to fall back on. I didn't have somebody to say, oh, well, I can fall Duncan with the Ether groups, at least now that I have the track record with him, and, and he has a track record himself. I want to follow his project. I like Duncan. I look up to Duncan, a lot in this space. We all,
Oh yeah.
But that's a little bit about me and how my life started and how I got into Web3. I found a passion here, though, man. I love it. I've said this before, and I came into this space looking for the money just like anybody else, and that's, yeah, I was in the stock market, like I'm doing. I'm looking to invest to better myself, later on, to retire, hopefully by 45 is my goal. But we'll see. But yeah, that's how I got all to here. And yeah, it's been a crazy ride. It's been wild this past year. I learned a lot in this space. I learned that there's still negativity everywhere, and you still have to deal with it. That's one thing I found as a founder too, that changed my perspective a little bit in this space. Is people just don't quite care what you're doing. Some do, but the Debbie Downers, they don't even think about what you have to do in the background and what it takes to be able to do all this. It's very, very different than a moderator position. It's very different just being on this side, alone. It's a whole new world, whole new world.
Alpha freaking Miner, ladies and gentlemen, the ooze master himself. Okay, first of all, holy shit, where do I even begin? I don't even know where to begin with all of that. Like, okay, you answered the first 3 questions of the day. Now you must tune into this show or something. I don't even know what the hell's going on. But first of all, before we go anywhere, couldn't even get your ass up on a stage not 3 months ago. No, now I got you on the Door Show live in prime time, and I can't shut you up. I am so fucking proud of you, dude. It ain't even funny. The moves you're making in this space, what you're doing, you purposely putting yourself in uncomfortable situations is paying so many dividends, and I know you feel it, but sometimes it's okay to be reminded of that. So fucking shit, dude. Let me just remind you of all of that and how far you've come. Even from let's go all the way back to January. Let's do the whole 9-month track. Holy fuck. And when you put it in that perspective, it's just so dope. So shout out to you. Shout out to everything you're doing, man. You talked a couple of really cool points I wrote down of being like on this side from the founder perspective. We'll put a pin in that. I want to talk about that a little later too. And then also like not having a 401k and doing it yourself and having that mindset. We'll come back to that for sure. So put a couple pins in those. We'll come back. But you touched on them just a little bit. And obviously the massive sign right behind you. Kind of hard to miss. The Warriors. Get us up to date, man. I'm always in the Discord. I'm popping into your spaces when I can. But get us up to date, everything Oozoids wise. If you want to give a little bit of the backstory, how you fell into the Oozoids for some people who might not know. And if you got any alpha, I'm always trying to find some alpha here for the Diamond Hand fam, even though you are a member of that.
For sure. Yeah. So getting into the Oozoids, man, it was a bit difficult getting everything changed over, but to get started with it, the artist here is the one that pushed everything through. The original founder was just a little too toxic to the community. He didn't really know how to handle FUD, constructive criticism, if you want to call it that. But yeah, he couldn't take it, and he was just too mean to people, and he wasn't holding up to his word of the deal, and yeah, they sat stagnant for about 3 months. We minted back in March, and sat stagnant for about 3 months. And then the artist is like, hey, if you're not going to do anything with this, we should at least allow the community to take the project over. And they put it up for a vote. There was 4 people that opened up some tickets or whatever. In fact, I couldn't even open up a ticket. That's how jammed up the Discord was. Yeah, so I put in my ballot right there on the main chat. I didn't know where else to put it, So I'm like, well, I don't really care if people read it because I want to be the founder of this project, So I want them to know about me, Anyway, well, I won the vote by a landslide. I think it was like 75-7 was the next closest one. It was crazy, And then there was a bunch of hype. There was all kinds of people. They were ecstatic to, finally see their investment have a chance, basically. We have over 1,000 holders on the project, and there's some people to look after. Now today there's a lot less, but I think that could be said for as people being active. But I think that could be said for any project that's out there. That's just a down market. But we're a collection of 3,888 pieces, and we're I think about 26% holder ratio. So not too bad with it, being about 1,000 holders. I'd like to see it a little higher, but we're growing. To believe it or not, we got the project with about 1,008 followers. It dropped just under 1,000 for a couple days, but now we're at 1,021. So we're growing, and I love seeing the numbers, but it's a slow growth. There's so much to change over. I didn't realize there was all this stuff, honestly. But one thing that I didn't realize was the website address, the .com address. So that we ended up with a little bit of an issue, and now we can't get a hold of the original founder, and we lost that address. So we have to build a new website. But luckily, I've been mining the alpha in this space for quite some time now, and been talking with Wendmint. So we decided to decided to sign up with Wendmint, and the exceptional team. They will go above and beyond to help you do anything and get everything set up. So it's they got the new website for us here shortly too to go live. So yeah, I can't wait. Eventually we'll get their .com website back, but it's just it's a lot of things. I wasn't really thinking of that. I was more looking to protect everybody here and get control of the contract and stuff to make sure that all our royalties are going at least to the community wallet for now. So 100% of our royalties is just going back to the community wallet. Everybody's working here for pro bono. If we mint the Warriors, then everybody will get paid. But we went through a hard time. We got to rebuild, and our rebuilding process is a lot worse than just a bear market. A lot of people were trading on emotions as soon as they seen this pump in the floor, and they were trading on memories, from the past. And they're like, all right, well, I paid 0.03. We could list it for 0.02 or 0.015 and get out real quick. Who knows, what's going to happen with this? And they just weren't looking what happened. They didn't even know that somebody new took over, and that kind of sucked. That ate away at me a little bit, because I was hoping to see a little bit better of people. I guess, I don't know, but it's the market. It's what it comes down to. This is, everybody was leaving the market at the time the Oozoids are changing hands too. So there's a lot of things working against us, but man, we're still growing, we're still growing. Still people know and see what we're trying to build, But as far as what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish here is a fun play to earn educational type game. And that's whatever metaverse comes along, whether it be the sandbox, the central land, wherever it be. Who cares if it's 5 different games that we own? Another part of it too, a lot of people aren't gamers. I would like to have more of an engage to earn type deal, so we can do some different things with. And we talked about this in our spaces too, but we're going to set up some things to trade different traits on our NFTs in the Warriors collection. So you'll be able to earn certain things. So your engagement activity for helping us retweet certain things on Twitter, doing all that type of stuff would get you Ooze tokens and be able to earn these other traits, which will increase the rarity of your NFT. And then in turn, you could actually sell it for more. So you really don't even have to put any money in this space to join the Oozoids. So you just hear and participate a little bit. You'll win a free one. You could possibly sell it and keep building from there. I know some people that came in that have not paid $1 to the Oozoids, and they are exceptional people and to our community. I mean, they're great people, But yeah, it's been fun. Last couple of weeks have been a little bit hard, with going through everything and watching everything here in the market, question some things. I know we've had that expo in Florida a few weeks back there that we were at, and that made me look at the crypto space a little differently. I thought more crypto people actually knew more about NFTs, but just talking to people there and seeing them all, they didn't quite understand. Most of them didn't understand what an NFT was yet, so that's a little bit crazy in my eyes, considering we're in a little bit of a clouded area because we're all here together. We all see everything the same, and we can see us building and see us growing, but what's the outside world see us like, and sometimes I try to sit back and look at that and see what they're seeing of us, and I see a lot of people still making fun of NFTs, but I'm here, man. I found a passion. I'm here for the long haul, and this is just the beginning of a brand new space in our world. And I'm just glad to have found it this early, because a lot of times you don't find things like this early.
Whoo! You just put the cherry on top of the cake right there, my man. We talked about it with Kenna. I know you tuned in on Monday. Shout out to you winning the Isles of the Meta. That's going to be massive. I'm honored to
Right?
be an Oozy Goozy and have a little bit of access to that. I'm excited to see what all comes there. But you talked about being a passion or having a passion, man, and finding your passion. I have never had an opportunity to be this early to something, and it is absolutely bananas. I thought I missed the boat in December,
Me
November
too.
of last year. I thought I missed it.
Yep.
I thought I
Yep.
was like, oh my shit, what am I? I missed the bases. I'm done. It's over with. Like, we are still so effing early. It's not even funny. And you know, I want it. It's so crazy how you said passion, because that was the one thing I wanted to comment from your previous answer that I didn't get a chance to touch on, because I have found my passion in this space too, man. This is what I love to do, to edutain, to show up live every single day, give people a mental vacation, and also talk with people that I love and projects that I love and about the space that I love. And it really is, it's a total passion. I mean, a lot of us are working pro bono for a lot of the projects that we're working for,
We are.
or whatever we're doing. So, you know, it's what the space is, right? And the thing is that's how it is with a lot of startup companies, right? A lot of startup companies, it's the exact same thing. Web2 IRL. And the thing is that Web3 gives you more visibility, more access into the company, which is the project itself. So people think they have more of a say. They know so much about business all of a sudden, and or oh, why is everything failing? Well, this is what happens with business all the time. You know how many startup companies file for Chapter 7? Like,
Right?
hello, hey, do you even understand how much that is? And I definitely want to talk to you about business. But something I want to touch on while we're kind of here on the subject. I think it's no secret where the bruise floor is, where the Oozoids floor is, where some of this. But in my opinion, and I've said this a million times, and I will continue. At this point in time, floor price is no indication to me of what the project is. With where the market is, with where people's mentality is on this space. If there's people still showing up now, granted, if it's fucking gone to damn zero, nobody's around, nobody's talking, for sure. But if there's people building, putting themselves on the line and showing up live in prime time, not afraid to do so every damn day, those should be the projects you should look at. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Does floor price really have any indication of how good an NFT project is? And hey, get on your soapbox. What's your thoughts on floor price?
Yeah. Floor price, I look at it every day. We all do. But does it really matter what I'm looking at a project? No. In fact, the lower the better. If I like the project, to touch on a little bit of what I look for when I'm going to find a project is first the art. It draws you in, just like anybody else. That's what's bring you in here. Do you really want to hold this in your wallet? Does it look good to you? Then is the community. How is the community acting around it? What is the community doing? Do they have anything to onboard anybody? Do they have any game nights? Do they have anything that's fun? Is it a trading type game? Is it a metaverse that they're selling? What is it doing? And how is the community reacting to what they're doing? As long as that's okay and I like everything there, then I will continue on to look up the founders and see who they are and see if they have a good track record. And see what's behind the scenes maybe with them. Can I contact them? And how active are they even in their own Discord, in their own project? Because I do believe that is a big thing in Web3 is the people want to get to interact with us, the founders. Because they want to kind of have the backside of the story. Everybody wants a little bit of an in, and I kind of get that. And here it's kind of cool, with the whole being able to transfer information so quickly between us, because we're always here in Web3 and it moves at the speed of light, at times. So, yeah, it's as far as floor price goes, it means really nothing, and because that's how I go in looking at a community, and looking at a project. If it checks my boxes and the floor price is low, I'm going to suck up a bunch, and it's how I trade. I'm not a degen flipper, although I used to be. I used to trade all kinds of stuff, and I would sit and just watch projects, and I was watching floors, and for hours, I would just sit and watch OpenSea, just to see the activity, you know, or Etherscan, you know, just to see the activity of what's going on, because you know, you can tell a lot by a project back in those days, you know, of how things were going and how much hype they had, you know. Believe it or not, one little fact about Oozoids is there was no paid advertisements for anything. Everything that grew here was organic, but was from hype back in the day, as far as I can find out from our artists, you know. But yeah, floor price, I want it low. I really do, because I want to load up. I want to whale in. I know what this space is going to do in a couple of years, and I'm just trying to build that portfolio up as large as I can.
I agree so much. And I cannot stress enough and continue to beat my point into the brains of everybody that these pretty little JPEGs, these pictures, are going to be hieroglyphs on the damn pyramids. And they are going to be worth shitloads of money. They're not going to matter in 3-5 years. They'll be like, well, what do you mean? What's the point of this space? Somebody has to be the crazy ones to try the shit out first. We are simply just bringing technology to market before it literally becomes mainstream. And if you are that early to something, if you are literally AOL with the doggone dial-up tones, for crying out loud, you got something there, Skipper, and you better not let it go. So I love what you're saying. And dude, you're a fucking segue machine. I need to have you on the show more often. Shout out Jess the Mess. She was in there saying Alphaminer looks the most damn freaking confident he's ever been. I'm thinking the same thing. It's making me more confident. It's making me just radiate and vibe over here. I'm like, holy shit, like this is showing half. And you're segueing me into the next topic, which is the crypto and NFT space and everything all in general. Obviously dog shit. I keep saying buy. Maybe even wait a little bit more for more of a dip. I'm still anticipating more of a dip from this 1300. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm still here. Hello, still showing up every day, you know? So we're both here. We're both building. We're both okay with where everything is. You got a little smirk on your face when I talked about below 13 and falling. So we're on the same page there. What's your bold predictions? I ask everybody this, right? What's your bold predictions? 3 months, 6 months, year, 5 years, whatever you kind of been festering on.
Right on. Yeah, it's hard to say, you know, obviously, but I still see ETH dropping. I don't really see it staying too much where it's at yet. The other day when we went from you know, the proof of work to proof of stake there, and changed everything, nothing greatly happened within the first few hours, and then all of a sudden the bottom fell out like a day later, you know, and it was odd to see. But then the miners basically found out that they are mining in a deficit. You know, they can't mine anymore. You know, it's not really worth it, because I would rather spend that $100 on the coin than spend it on the electricity to mine the coin. Really, is where it comes down to. You know, so they were mad. They dumped and they moved to different things. I watch a lot of, you know, different media platforms between Facebook and everything, and try to find out. I still stick to my crypto worlds because that's where I came from. I watch a lot of things over there. That is a lot of our market that we need to watch, you know. But yeah, I just damn, lost my train of thought on that one. Shit.
You were going down. You started in crypto.
Oh, ETH. Yeah, ETH. That's right.
Got your back. Hey, see, this is why the show works. There we go.
So yeah, I see ETH dipping. I see ETH dipping farther. I don't really see it holding steady. I think our support was up around the 1350, 1380 range, and we fell below it. So I think our next support is going to be somewhere in that 1150, 12. I don't know that we're going to hold that, because it wasn't very great support last time we hit that range, and we didn't really bump up that high since the last time, you know, only to, you know, I think we hit a high of 1700, but it's been 1300 regularly, for the most part. So yeah, I don't see it doing a whole heck of a lot other than going down at the minute. So yeah, I would load up some now. I would buy some in probably another few weeks. I think it'll be a little bit lower yet. I don't know if it's going under $1,000, but boy, if it does, I got my bags ready to buy. And I think a lot of other people do. A lot of other people
and me
do.
both. I flicked the 3 fingers up in anticipation of triple digits. I mean, I didn't buy nearly as much as I should have when it hit triple digits. So if
I
I get
bought too
another,
much at 4.
whoo, that's what I'm saying. I got way too many NFTs at that. And I'm waiting to roll the boat back to the fucking top. What are we doing at the bottom? Please make it stop. Like, holy fucking shit. But hey, if I get an opportunity to buy in and average way down again, I'm going to. And I'm going to tell everybody that is in my 5-foot circle to do the exact same. So I appreciate you coming on and echoing a lot of the same sentiments and not being afraid to say, hey, this is probably going to drop a little bit more here. Everybody be okay with that. Be all right with a little bit more of a sweat, a little bit more of some shit for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come back up. It just takes time. I need to have some patience, and it doesn't happen overnight. Just doesn't happen overnight.
You're a Segway fucking machine, pal. You know that? You fucking know that? So, word of the week. Patience. I know you want patience, son bitch. You got patience to flex. I could learn a thing or two from you over there, good sir. So how I and you're a human being, you be the first person to say, oh, I ain't patient all the time. I know you. I just know you like the damn back of my hand. I've spent 9 months with you every fucking day at this point. But what works for you to practice patience so much? What are tips, tricks, anything in general? Your thoughts just on patience, and why has practicing patience clearly paid so many dividends for your life?
Yeah, man, patience. It's a hard thing. I think being an entrepreneur and being self-employed has really what's taught me that patience. It takes years to grow a business. It takes years to build something. I've tried to start a dumpster business and it failed. And that was 5 years of my life that I devoted to that thing. Do you know how many hours I devoted to that and didn't get paid for? I could have had a regular job and probably made, 50, 60K that year instead of, devoting it to that business. But it's just, I think that's what it comes down to is from how I grew up and how I've done and did things in my life. And I have another hobby of mine is saltwater fish. I keep a lot of saltwater tanks. And
I forgot about that. We used to talk about that all the time. I forgot about that shit.
I come back to that a lot because I reference it to NFTs and even the crypto space, and it takes years to build something good in one of them tanks. And it just doesn't happen overnight, and if you want to have that nice reef tank, and these big, beautiful fish that you see on TV all over the place, it just doesn't happen overnight. I know they show it on TV, but I can tell you right now, it doesn't work like that. And tons of them tanks end up with many, many issues, and a lot of fish need to be rehomed from them shows. So, yeah, it's I think just because of that too, I've grew patience. Good things take time, and good things can fall in a few seconds, even in just a day. I mean, look what happens to some of these NFT projects. They could be looking like a great project, and all of a sudden, boom, the floor just drops out. But why? Because the founder maybe had a spit spat, or maybe some major FUD or whatever is, coming up in the project, and a lot of it comes down to is, can the founder answer that question? Is where, and he should be answering questions, or they should be answering questions all the time. People are full of questions, and it's okay to answer them. Even if you don't quite have the answer, just say, hey, I don't quite know, but let's work on a possible solution to that answer, and find what we can do, but it's hard to find patience. It's hard to get them. And you got to practice it. I think you even talked a little bit this morning about maybe even tricking your mind into some patience, with your fish.
Yep, 100%, 150%. Yeah, I love that thought track. Yeah, find your find your fish tank. Shout out to all the Java and Jams crew out there. Alphaminer, loyal listener for sure, and Dr. J out there. So many good points, and where we're going to segue right after this one before we get into finish the sentence. So much good stuff there. You know, you talk about being an entrepreneur and just that level of acceptance that this is going to take some damn time. Like you almost have to have delusion that you've already made it long before you even do, or else you're not going to get up and go to work every single day. Like you
You
think
gotta
that
have that dream.
period. Period. You think I enjoy this every single fucking day? No. Some days I don't like being on camera. Some days I want to sit in a corner and do nothing, right?
Yep.
I'm a
Yep.
human being. I'd fucking be lying to you. Some days, right before this show goes live, I sit in this fucking chair and I go, fuck everyone. Like, fuck them all. And then I hit the fucking go live and we're here. And it's a respectfully, with all due respect to everyone, fuck everyone. Like sometimes it is what it is, right? And we're human beings. It's okay to be that, but you got to flex that patience. If you want to build anything worthwhile, if you want to build generational wealth, especially in this space, you have to have patience. And it's not tomorrow. It's not a week of patience. It's not a month of patience and then start because
Goes on forever.
your doggone thumbs start to whittle down because you've been thumbing them together so doggone much that you don't know what else to do, but then just start going and asking everybody all types of questions. Relax. Have some patience. Like another thing I was thinking about when you talked about being an entrepreneur, I'm sure you can agree to this. You can write all the business plans you want. You can have all the pages on a business plan you want. I guarantee you that some bitch gonna change. I guarantee you. And the thing is roadmaps in this space are business plans. And everybody gets to look at the business plan. When's the last time you got to look at Procter & Gamble's business plan? Apple's business plan? Fucking Nissan's business plan? Never, ever. And guess why? You want to know why? Because it always changes. And if they put something out that they can't talk about in their dirty shareholder meetings, when they can't, if they couldn't have those, it would be pandemonium. It would be pandemonium when all this stuff comes out. And it's that perspective. I'm always talking about perspective. And I love seeing over there shaking your head and that we're on the same page. And this segues perfectly into the classic question, the always ask the guest question. Being an entrepreneur, I know you even mentioned your dumpster business and having businesses that failed, having businesses that have succeeded, going after shit and having no idea what the fuck's going on. Like, what am I doing? So, you know what I'm going to ask, but I'm asking anyway. That number one piece of advice for the person just about to take that old leap of faith, shaking in their boots, wondering if they can do it, from somebody who's done that leap clearly multiple times and leaps on a daily basis, as we've unveiled on this show, that it is not one leap, but a series of consistent leaps. So you better get ready for that. What's your number one piece of advice for that person, Alpha?
Be a good person. Do business right. Don't be shady. That's pretty much about it. I've always strided on my work. I've always done the best I ever could, and having employees is hard for me because I know they just don't care about the business like I do. So it's definitely a difficult thing, but just slow down and practice some patience too. That's usually what I do, when I'm a little bit in a rush and, in a head breeze of just wondering what to do or how to do it, just that's it. Hop on the mower, go cut some grass or something, just stop thinking about everything for a minute and then it'll come to you, it'll come to you.
100%. I don't remember who was talking today about just being stuck and in the rut and sometimes the best thing to do is just be still. Sometimes just detach from it all, go do something that you enjoy, be still for a little while, stop worrying about all that shit, and then all of a sudden maybe you might just figure out all the answers that you needed. So I hear a lot of entrepreneurs too. It's so damn hard for me to have employees. Fuck. We're all cut from the same cloth, man. It's like, they just don't care about it as much. And that's the mindset.
It's the hardest
that I'm trying. Same. And it's the mindset that I'm trying to bring to the show, that everybody can get out of that employee mindset. I'll never put anybody on blast, but I worked with somebody in the past. They were an entrepreneur and they had an employee. And their whole goal with their business, they've been an entrepreneur for a very long time. Their whole goal with their business was to groom that employee to become the manager and pretty much be able to step back right off into retirement and then make them the full owner at the end of the day and say, hey, this is yours now. They basically approached them, the owner of the company approached that employee with that thought process. And you would have thought that somebody was just like trying to tell them rocket science equations. Like they just, well, never thought about it. Like well, no, I never really wanted to do that. Why would you not want to take something to the utmost level, right? Get out of that employee mindset. This is where I'm at. This is all I can do. Oh, if I hit a roadblock, shit, this must be where I got to stop. No, go find a fucking sledgehammer. And guess what? Alpha, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can beat on that damn wall about 7,642 days in a row. And you're going to feel real stupid. You're going to feel real crazy, but you're probably not going to break through that wall. And it might be on the 7,643rd day that your crazy ass finally busts through it. And then again, it might not be. It might be 7,644. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But literally, that's what it takes. Am I wrong?
No. Yeah, that's what it takes, man. Totally. You know, it's I don't know why it's so hard for me to do that. I've put in place a lot of things, you know, to teach people. I bring them in, and you know, my liquidated business is not very hard. It's actually quite fun. I literally test tools. You know, I test equipment. I get it in, and okay, it doesn't work. It goes over here in a pile, and the working stuff goes in a pile to sell. You know, it's not too hard, but it's so difficult for some that I just don't don't get it. You know, I don't know if it's just laziness. You don't want to put the brain power into it, but yeah, it's a big problem. And I'm not the only one that's with the problem. I've, you know, like I said, I've been a contractor. I have a lot of friends in this field, in the contractor field, in the liquidating field, reselling business, and same thing. We just can't find people. You know, it's just so hard. Even locally here, I mean, freaking fast food restaurants don't even have employees. There's 2 of them working just to drive through. You know, so. Yeah. COVID's changed some things. It's really changed things.
Open my eyes, man. Open a lot of people's eyes to what they can do. But a lot of people, that fight or flight, right? That fight or flight type shit. A lot of people, fuck it, I'm out of here. I don't want life anymore. And a lot of us, we said, fuck it, we're going to start a business. We're going to build here. We're going to build here. And then, oh, hey, the Fed raises interest rates by 75 base points. Yeehaw. And a lot of people dipped out. A lot of people said, woohoo, we're all going to zero. Let's bring the Brinks trucks. Like, it's that mentality, man. It's that mentality. And shout out to somebody who I know is all about, hey, you're damn right, Duncan Rogoff. We're live in prime time, baby. Duncan Rogoff out here. Had to give him a shout out, us both being extreme Duncan Maxis. We appreciate you, bro. Thanks for everything you're doing. Thanks for that crazy fucking announcement. What was it, 2 days ago? He just dropped like he dropped a 10 bomb on us, a 10 announcement within a 1 announcement. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, you gotta let people know before you just do shit like that. Brace for impact, Brew Crew, and then at everyone after that. That would be preferential next time. But shout out Duncan, and shout out to you.
Coming too. It was coming. He was quiet too long.
I know, he was even quiet. I was like, oh shit, something massive is coming, and it's just gonna keep rolling out. So I'm. As to put it in his words, I'm very excited what the next couple of months hold. The next 3 to 6 months for the Ether Brews and for our, lack of a better term, super community in general. Everybody involved, and that includes the Oozoids for sure. It'll be very interesting. Very interesting over the next few months. But hell of a show, my guy. But you know how the hell we close it out. I'm an Alphaminer Maxi as well. That is why he is on this doggone show 150%. But my friends, you know what time it is. It is the sentence, Alphaminer. Well, problem is, fucking answered you gave the answer of the first question of the day, and well, I'm going to need you to elaborate a little bit more because I know where you're going to go, but let me have a little bit of elaboration. So, my friend, 10 hot seat sentences. You know how it works. You've been over there plenty of times before. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Sentence number 1. My favorite hobby outside of Web3 and NFTs is clearly saltwater fish and all that nonsense. But what's your favorite part about it and why?
it's rewarding. Like we talked about patience, having enough patience in this hobby is very rewarding. And the fish are just beautiful. It's relaxing. I love looking at my tank, and there's a lot of times I don't turn the TV on. Just sit back and just watch.
Hell yeah.
I got a lot of care for the fish too, though. I try to find even sick fish and try to rehabilitate them here. And I do a lot of propagation of my own corals because of the issues we have in our oceans and a lot of the reefs dying off. So yeah, that's me with the saltwater.
I forgot, dude, too. Like you used to send me videos all the time of like the one that you can like grab a couple of them, can't you? Like one of them like swims through your hand. Don't you have?
Yeah. They're pretty tame. They're pretty tame.
Oh, yeah.
But I interact with my fish quite a bit. I have a puffer fish. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He'll eat right out of my hand. You can hold it right up there at the top of the tank, and he'll eat a shrimp or something right out of your hand.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. All right. Now that everybody knows all that, and we got the answer to that, and we knew where it was going. Let's find out some real stuff about the man who sits around and mines the alpha. Number 2, my favorite food is
burger, bacon
Ooh.
cheeseburger.
Oh shit! I got this joint. It's my Friday tradition now, Alpha. Every Friday, I go down to Old Photos Hot Dogs. They give me a free hot dog card every week because I'm a regular there now. They give me a free hot dog card. I get 2 dogs. One of them's free, and a bacon cheeseburger, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, mustard, ketchup. Put a bow on me, and it's a wrap. I'm done. I love any specific toppings outside of just the bacon and the cheese.
Gotta have onions and pickles and barbecue sauce.
I like the way you think. I like
no lettuce, no tomato.
I mean, it optional, but I do. My favorite sauce though is a combination of barbecue and ranch. I don't know why, but it is bananas.
Sure
you want to go crazy? A little touch of blue cheese. Take out the ranch. A little blue cheese. Insane.
I like blue cheese.
Blue cheese and barbecue. Oh man, I tell you what, the 2 B's change your life. Blue cheese and barbecue. Number 3, my favorite munchie / snack food is.
Oh boy, cereal. Believe it or not,
we've talked about this before. I think Yes, we have. I got into COVID, dude. I was doing the mixing shit. I was mixing Lucky Charms with Frosted Flakes and Cocoa Pebbles with freaking Fruit Loops. Like I was doing the shits, Alphaminer. You ever got that crazy?
Never. Most I've done is maybe chocolate milk in my cereal.
Ooh.
But, yeah, that's a little different. That's That's pretty good. Not too bad. Depending on what cereal, but yeah,
definitely.
Pretty good.
Ooh, damn. You just gave me a little something to think about here. We might have to make a grocery store run this afternoon. My favorite dessert is?
Ooh, desserts. I don't eat a whole lot of desserts, but
Me neither.
Let's see. I'd say ice cream, really. I mean, if I was the go-to thing, it's usually as far as dessert goes, I eat ice cream. But I probably only eat ice cream a few times a year.
I don't definitely go like I have a bad sweet tooth, like a bad sweet tooth. It's not good. It's not good. I can't keep sweets in the house. But if I'm going to a restaurant, it's like, damn, you got tiramisu. I have to know. And if they don't have tiramisu, chances are they got a cheesecake, and I'll settle.
I like cheesecake. Cheesecake's not too bad.
Cheesecake's not. Well, actually, carrot cake. Everywhere's got carrot cake, but it's always dependent upon if it's good or not. I love me some carrot cake.
Red velvet cake's not bad.
Fuck. See, you're telling me you don't like dessert. Look at you over here. Come on.
I like them. I just don't eat a lot of them.
Number 5. It's hard for me to imagine that you stay up 24/7, 365 without this. So my favorite caffeinated beverage is?
Ooh, I like the Monster Energy teas.
Ooh.
That's one that I drink. And I do drink Dunkin' Donuts vanilla coffee in the morning, but only one coffee. I've actually just got into coffee a couple of years ago. Believe it or not, I never drank much coffee at all. Not much fun for caffeine, really, until recently. And I hit my mid-30s, and now I got to stay awake all the time.
That blows my mind. That blows my mind, dude. I since college, I have not been able to survive without the black elixir of the gods. I will tell you that. Definitely. But my favorite, like if I'll go for like a Bang or something. Like Bang has so many good flavors.
I had a few Bangs. Oh yeah.
They're good. They're very, yeah, had a few bangs back in my day. Hey, get your head out of the gutter, Cap. Number 6. Now let's have some fun. If I had intro music play every single time I walked into a new room, that song I would pick is.
Believe it or not, it would probably be the entire Green Day album
Ooh.
from everything, right?
Ooh.
I'm a big Green Day fan. I like Green Day.
Any specific album, or are you just like, hey, rock and roll?
Yeah, it doesn't have anything specific. If you were actually to ask me a lot about songs and whatnot, I don't keep that up there. I don't know who sings what sometimes. I lose a lot of track of that kind of stuff. I just don't store that info up there. But yeah.
Now I know why you like V so much. You're both huge Green Day fans.
Yep, right.
Makes sense. Okay, then how about number 7? If I could go to dinner with one celebrity tonight, the person I would choose is.
Just one, huh?
Just one. Only one.
Jeez. I would actually have to say Mark Cuban.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm interested in what he's got to say. I got a lot of questions.
I got a lot of questions too, especially what's up with all these comments, motherfucker? Like, are you just out here to goof around the media and stir up shit, or like, what you actually doing, huh? That's what I want to know.
Right.
I like where your head's at, Alphaminer. We're on the same page. Number 8. If I could take a vacation anywhere in the world, get on a plane today, right here, right now in the present, I would choose to go to.
Ooh, I would really, really like to probably hit Bali. I heard a lot of people talk about it. It seems pretty good. I looked into it a little bit, and if it had to be somewhere where I had to stay within the States, it'd probably be just Hawaii or the Keys or something like that.
Yeah, I need me some Hawaii action for sure. And heard Bali and saw Bali was an absolute electric factory. So, damn, I'd have to agree with you. Bali sounds pretty damn fun. I don't know where else I was thinking.
Where else I want to go to is Dubai. I want to visit Dubai one day.
Yeah.
I do know why. But yeah.
All over the place. I just want to see, like they live such a different way for sure. Like fucking police cars are Lamborghinis. Like what the fuck? Like
totally different.
That's not how we live over here. Crying out loud. Freaking Ford Escape. Yeah, over there. Like, yeah, catch me now, coppers, you fucking asshole. Number 9. If I was a superhero, my superpower would be.
Wow. Strength.
Ooh, superhuman strength. You know what? That doesn't surprise me, being that 90% of the time while you're on Spaces, you're slanging something around in the yard or moving some trailer somewhere or fucking hauling wood somewhere or moving the boat. I don't know. It seems like you're always out working on something. So
always.
That makes a lot of sense. All right, kid. You know where we're going. Number 10. Let's go. You've been thinking about it all day. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, I would call it.
Shit, I thought about this the other day when you asked Kenna. I don't know why. It sounds so dirty, but lick butter. I don't know why I call it lick butter.
Lick butter! Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the now officially doxed, as so many other amazing Web3 humming beings that are out here building day in and day out have been, because of the Door Show, is officially a wrap. The interview is complete. My man! Thank you for stopping by, Alphaminer. I can't thank you enough for doing this, stepping out of your comfort zone. This was an absolute electric factory. And that's because of you, dude. I didn't barely even have to talk. I just asked a few damn questions, and you absolutely murdered it. So if you were nervous, you didn't fucking show it. You killed it. And some bitch, Alpha. I am so honored to call you a friend and can't wait to keep building this damn place with you every single day.
Oh, thank you, Cap. Thank you, Cap. Much appreciated for letting me come on and sharing a little bit about what the Oozoids are. And finally doxing myself. And I can't wait to do it again. This is fun. I've enjoyed it now, and you'll be seeing some more of me over winter as I get stuck inside this house. I'm coming. You're going to see me. I'm competing for your spot.
Let's go. I love it, man. We'll definitely get together on some content, and you are always welcome back on the show. we'll get into it again sometime in the near future. But man, I am just honored and real grateful for this show today, man. So shout out to you, and also grateful that you're blessing us with some damn badass giveaways today, if I do say so myself. A glass nanner with a party hat and a gold brain, and you didn't mention the katana on the back, pal. Not to mention the Oozoid with other the Oozoid's got freaking bat wings. It's naked. If you know, you know. There's just a little trend going on around here. But hey, you ready to give some shit away and get the hell out of here or what?
Let's do it, Cap.
All right, dude.
Hell, I haven't even looked at the chat.
I know. Hey, they're lit. They've been lit the whole damn time. Gets free glizzies. I don't get free glizzies. Who said I get free glizzies? I don't get. What the fuck is that? Why is that going around in Web3 now? Shout out everybody in the chat. There's been some absolutely. They've been going wild the whole doggone time. Shout out. Ooh, we talked a little bit of TA earlier. Shout out. I see Crypto Rick in there and his TA. Give old Crypto Rick a follow. We talked about him on Tuesday, and he wasn't in here. We got to make sure we shout him out when he's in here. But my friends, secret phrase of the day, September 22nd, 2022. Hashtag Let's Get Bruisey, a combination of the Ether Brews Brew Crew and the Oozoids Let's Get Bruisey. A homage, if you will, to two of some of my favorite communities in this doggone space. So, hashtag Let's Get Bruisey in the YouTube live chat, and the only YouTube live chat, not on Twitter, YouTube live chat. And you'll be entered in to win one of the two giveaways today. We're giving away an Ether Brew, and we're giving away an Oozoid. Wrong one. And that's not breaking news. It was supposed to be an air horn, but that particular soundboard moment was just so we're all on the same page. All right, my friends, here we go. Secret phrase of the day officially live on your screen for the first time. Hashtag Let's Get Bruisey. My friends, 31 entries since our guest of the day has it on his screen, on his backdrop behind him, and he is the owner. We'll draw for the old Oozoid first. Badass one. You can see it on my Twitter on the daily giveaway of the day. But my friends, kind of down with me now. From 5 all the way down to 4. You've had an hour, 29 minutes, and 32 seconds to pick this bad boy out as soon as I said this, or to comment this in the YouTube live chat. Words are getting hard for you boys, so it's time for me to enjoy some more vitamins. So let's draw these doggone things. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1.5, a quarter, a tenth, a 100th. Draw for the Oozoid is on. Familiar face, familiar names. We see Oozoids in the live chat, albeit who is it going to be taking it home today, my friends? Churdy! Just loading up over there, Churdy. Shout out to you. We appreciate you supporting not only the Oozoids, not only Alphaminer, but also the Door Show and all of the Diamond Hand Media Group. We see you always in the audience, popping around and hanging out. Appreciate you, man. So shout out to you. Obviously, you know how to get in touch with Alphaminer. I do not have to, don't have to explain that one to you. But let's see. What can we do, Alpha? Can we get somebody new in the Brew Crew?
Let's do it.
See if we can get somebody new in the Brew Crew. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure Bocephus rigged it. But we'll see. We'll confirm if Bocephus wins today. But let's try and get somebody new. Count it down from 5, from 4, from 3, from 2, from 1 again. The draw is live for the Ether Brew. Ladies and gentlemen, who will it be entering the Brew Crew? For the one time we see it is NFT 420. Gotta give him one time for the one time. 420. Shout out also to Shirty. Congratulations. I don't think NFT 420 holds an Ether Brew. If I'm not mistaken. I know he holds a bunch of Jungle Bay apes. I know he holds some GACs. I'm almost positive he does not hold any Ether Brews, so that is pretty badass. Correct me if I'm wrong in there, 420. I see you in there, but shout out NFT 420. Since we already got DMs, I'm pretty sure we already have DMs. I hear you poochers ready to go out. I can hear him getting restless.
That's because the other one's on the other side of the wall.
You're good. So 420. Let's go, brother. Let's fucking go. Send me your wallet address since we already have DMs, and I'll shoot it over to Alphaminer. We'll get you all taken care of on the back end. But you are more than welcome, brother. Welcome to the Brew Crew, and congratulations to Churdy as well. That's it. That's all I got, dude. Clearly the puppy dogs are. Are you ready to wrap this thing up the only way that I know how?
Let's do it. Let's do it, Cat.
For the first time ever. Live in prime time with me. Alphaminer wrapping it up the only way we know how. That's it. That's a wrap. Paper or plastic. Put a bow on that some beach. Episode number 73. Holy cannoli, really? Yeah, check it out. Down there at the bottom is officially over. Done. Finito. No mas. It's time to get on up and get on out. But before we can, a couple of things I and Alphaminer need to remind you of. Number one, it is a terrific, nay, tremendous, nay, tremendous Thursday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee. And I'm choosing to push around a little PLP. That stands for peace, love, and positivity for those of you that are new to the acronym. And I humbly ask that you would do the same. Stop spreading around so much fucking toxicity and negativity, you doggone sandbox playing, freaking rattle banging on your high chair babies. Just be kind. Alphaminer even said it. Be kind. Outside of my opinion and Alphaminer's opinion, you want to know why else you should? Because it costs 0 fiat, 0 ETH, 0 SOL, and 0 many of them other shit coins that your happy ass keeps investing in to do so. My friends, the final thing we ask that you remember, well, no, the second to last thing we ask you to remember is that I hope you have, Alphaminer hopes you have a spectacular rest of your Thursday, unless you have any other plans. And last but certainly not least, being that this show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, you see it down there, and brought to you in partnership with the Respected Rhinos Club. Shout out HD the Prez and everybody in the crash. We ask that you remember, at DHM, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time, here he is, to flex those diamond hands. Appreciate you, Alpha. Thanks for an absolutely electric show. Appreciate each and every one of you on the opposite side of the camera. It's because of you that this doggone show's possible, that Diamond Hand Media Group grows every single day, and that your boy Captain Colt grows every single day. Can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. Almost made it right at 30 minutes, 31 minutes after the top of the hour. Go on and get now. Get yourself some num-nums for the tum-tums. It's lunchtime. We'll catch you on the flip. We'll see you in the Discords, in the VCs, and especially in the spaces. You know me. But until then, my friends, peace.
Peace, Cat.
And
talk to you later.
Peace, Alphaminer. We'll see you.